Hello, welcome back. So next type of inheritance called hierarchical inheritance. Hierarchical inheritance. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ഇതുവരെ കണ്ടത് സിംഗിൾ കണ്ടു, മൾട്ടി ലെവൽ കണ്ടു, മൾട്ടിപ്പിൾ കണ്ടു. ഹൈറാർക്കിക്കൽ എന്നുള്ളത് ഒരു ക്ലാസ്സിനകത്തുനിന്ന് രണ്ട് ക്ലാസ് ഡിറൈവ് ചെയ്യണം. ഇപ്പോൾ രണ്ട് ബ്രാഞ്ച് പോലെ ഒരു ക്ലാസ്സിനകത്തുനിന്ന് രണ്ട് ക്ലാസ് ഡിറൈവ് ചെയ്യുകയാണെങ്കിൽ രണ്ടോ അതിൽ കൂടുതലോ ക്ലാസ് ഡിറൈവ് ചെയ്യുകയാണെങ്കിൽ അത് വി കോൾ ഇറ്റ് ആസ് ഹൈറാർക്കിക്കൽ ഇൻഹെറിറ്റൻസ്. സോ 2 or more classes derived from a single class is called hierarchical inheritance. നമുക്ക് പ്രോഗ്രാം നോക്കാം. HIER എന്ന് നോക്കാം. So we have one class, and from that class we are going to derive 2 other classes. So in the base class now we have class number and name, and class 2 I am deriving it from class 1. So from stud1 I am deriving class 2, then from the same class I am going to derive a class called stud3. So stud2 is derived from stud1, stud3 is also derived from stud1. Okay, and one have the marks as English marks, ENG I have given as in ENG, and the second class I am showing it as maths mark. So from in the first class it has 2 variables, class number and name, and in the other classes which are derived from same base class have English and maths are the okay. Now I am going to define a function here. This function is public type. This function will accept details of void accept. This function will accept details of the class number and name. Okay, so I am copying this, Control C, Control V, enter class number and name of student. So class number and name of student is accepted here. C in class number and name. Okay, so this base class have 2 variables, class number and name, and the accept function will display the details of this will accept the details of this class number and name. Similarly, I am going to use this display also. So void display. So for display I am copying it from here. Okay, so the base class contains class number and name as variables and functions for accepting and displaying. Okay, then base class is closed. Okay, then class 2 is derived from class 1, and I am defining a variable here if I function here, public void acc2 cout enter English marks. Or we can think of another example. Just I am using a display function here. Void display2. Or I can use this display here. Okay. Control X, Control V. So display 2 is written here. Cout class number and name. Same thing I am writing here also. So there are no variables for these classes. There can be variables, but in my example there are no variables. So class stud2 public stud1 means deriving a class stud2 from stud1. Okay, here also I am having a function called display 3. Okay, same content, display 3. Okay, we will correct the syntaxes. Class name, then class number name is protected because it has to be derived. Then character name 10, public accepted, and function is closed and class is closed. Okay. Then class 2 opening braces public void display 2, display function is over, then class is over. Okay. Then class student 3 public stud1 public void display 3, function is closed, class is closed. Okay. So in main function I am going to create objects of stud3 and stud2. Okay, stud2 s1, stud3 s1. Okay. So as we know, stud2 and stud3 are derived from the same class, and I am creating one more object of the base class stud1 s. Okay, so we have 3 objects. Only for demonstration purpose I am writing this program. So stud1 is instantiated as s, stud2 is as s1, stud3 is instantiated as s2. S dot accept will be accepting the values, and I am going to create or we can think of another solution. Okay, s1 dot accept, then s1 dot disp, that is the number display 1. Okay, display 1. Okay, so s1 dot accept means it is accepting is calling the base class function for accepting, and it is used for displaying also. S1 dot display is read in, or display is stored in which class? Stud2 class. Okay, so stud1 contains accept, stud2 contains display 2, stud3 contains display 3. Okay. Now I have the So stud2 s1, then s1 dot accept, s1 dot display. Similarly, I am using stud3 s2, then s2 dot accept and s2 dot display 2. Okay. Stud3 is function name is display3. So here base class contains function accept, then stud2 contains function display2 and stud3 contains function display3. Okay. We'll compile 44 HIER. Okay. Dot slash dot out. Enter class number and name of student. Okay, 1 Arun. Okay, this is called display is called. Then again class number and name. Okay. So this one is very simple. We have a class. That class contains variables class number and name. And we have a function called accept to accept details for that variables. From this class we are deriving two other classes, stud2 and stud1, each having function for display. Okay. So in the main function we have created object of stud2, then it accepts values, it displays values. Then object of stud3, it accepts values, it displays values. So different set of variables class number and name are created for both the branches, means both the classes. So hierarchical inheritance looks like a inverted tree. So we can call them as branches. Base class രണ്ട് branch വഴി രണ്ട് ക്ലാസ്സിൽ പോകുന്നു. Okay, ഇതാണ് we call it as hierarchical inheritance. Then we have the next type as hybrid inheritance. Hybrid അതിനകത്ത് പ്രത്യേക എക്സാമ്പിൾ പറയേണ്ട ആവശ്യമില്ല. ഹൈബ്രിഡ് ഈസ് എ കോമ്പിനേഷൻ ഓഫ് അതർ ടൈപ്സ്. ഇപ്പോൾ ഒരു മൾട്ടി ലെവലും ഒരു ഹൈറാർക്കിക്കലും കമ്പൈൻ ചെയ്യാം, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ മൾട്ടി ലെവലും മൾട്ടിപ്പിളും കമ്പൈൻ ചെയ്യാം. സോ ദ കോമ്പിനേഷൻ ഓഫ് അതർ ടൈപ്പ് ഓഫ് ഇൻഹെറിറ്റൻസ് ക്രിയേറ്റ്സ് എ hybrid inheritance. So these are the types of inheritances. One is single inheritance, then multiple inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hierarchical inheritance and hybrid. 5 types of inheritance are there. എല്ലാത്തിൻ്റെ ആവശ്യം എന്താണ്? കോഡ് സേവിങ് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ റീയൂസബിലിറ്റിയാണ്. റീയൂസബിലിറ്റി ഓഫ് വേരിയബിൾസ്, അതുപോലെ റീയൂസബിലിറ്റി ഓഫ് കോഡ്. അതിനുവേണ്ടിയാണ് we are using the concept of inheritance. Okay.